spending several spent a week back in extreme risk.
Yeah, we've seen this flip-flopping of various shutdowns here. Many small and medium businesses forced to either close or completely change the way they work. It's been a struggle. So joining us live to talk about how they can get some help, how a PEO can help some of those businesses pivot and survive, is John Henry, co-founder of ScalePEO. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
So I guess first we got to explain, what is a PEO? What does PEO stand for?
That's a great question. It's probably the number one question I get. A PEO is a professional employer organization, and it's a way small employers can band together and outsource the non-core business activities so they can focus on running their business, things like payroll, HR, compliance, all of those types of things.
Okay, and so the benefits specifically, do they pay in to be part of this, and what benefits do they start to see?
Sure. Well, they pay an administrative fee. The PEO takes over all of the repetitive administrative tasks that they encounter. So the small employers that are watching you this morning, all of the things that they don't like to do, the taxes, the compliance, we help with that. And then they also get the benefits of group buying power for access to big company benefits, things like we're announcing today with our partnership with Aetna and Kaiser for small employers.
Okay, so to be able to get an insurance plan, you know, that maybe has some more benefits than what they'd be able to get on their own if it's just them and a dozen or so employees. So how has this become maybe even more relevant in this world, in today's COVID world?
Yeah, so PEOs have helped small employers for many years pre-COVID, but with COVID, it's really amplified all the challenges that small employers face, things like hiring and attracting and retaining employees. And then especially with COVID now, how to deal with closing down your business because of the pandemic, reopening, moving your employees to remote status. How do you bring them back in? And then how do you deal with things like getting eligible reports for the PPP? So really helping them as a partner so they can focus on running their business and do more with less.
Okay, and we understand businesses in Oregon now have a strong new incentive to consider ScalePEO. So why is that? Yeah,
so prior to our launching in Oregon, many small employers were really limited to what they had to choose from for health insurance. Now with our partnership with Aetna and Kaiser, we allow employers with as few as 5 employees access to really good employee benefits and group buying power, so they can save across the board and all the types of benefits they would purchase.
So put this into a little bit of context here for us, John. Is this like, would this basically be the equivalent of having an HR person on staff? So instead of a small business having to hire and staff that role, they're just able to pay for a service to help them with that?
Right. So instead of having to incur the cost of a full-time HR person or a full-time legal person or compliance person, they get access to all of those 24/7 using the PEO.
Okay. And I would think that would be super helpful for, you know, a small business owner who maybe that's not their area of expertise.
If your heart's in like what you wanted to do with your business, maybe you don't want to be doing all that paperwork.
Yeah. Okay.
I would certainly feel that way.
Yes, I would too.
Hey, some very useful information for our local businesses. John, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me, and have a great day.
You too. And to learn about this Oregon partnership with ScalePEO and all of their services, we've got a link to the company's website. If you want to learn more for your business, just check it out.